Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing well. I am doing okay, I hope. I had some last minute um issues, I should say. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. For the most part, I I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Yay. So what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be making cards. Good morning, Heather. Hope you're doing well. Doing okay. Um so I pulled out some stuff because I wanted to make the teachers a thank you card. Although I gave them little gifts last week, I wanted to make them some thank you cards. And then the school's mascot is bee themed, and I was like, do I really want to do that? Do I want to make them a little book so they can put their summer stuff in? I don't know. So I was going through a pile of stuff that I have, and I just pulled out these things, and I thought that the butterflies and birds, because that's really my thing, I guess. I'm into those kind of things. And he has a music teacher, so I thought that'd be really cool. I did not bring my other stamps, not stamps, word stickers. So hopefully the word stickers that I have here will suffice. We're going to make some A2 size cards. I am currently at 284 cards that I need to make in the on my Facebook page, the Facebook group. Uh 284 out of 300 to go. So I am in the lead. No one else has posted anything. I'm not sure if anyone else is actually participating or not, but you know, it is what it is. If people participate or not, no worries. Sometimes that's too much to do, and I understand. So I'm just sitting over here going through my stickers. I have so much life stuff to tell you about that it is going to just be a barrel of laughs today. So first thing I want to say, and I'll probably say this closer to the end of the video as well. On the days that I have videos releasing on Tuesday or Friday, I will not do a live stream only because people, so my husband says this to me, right? He says, I don't watch your 3 hour video. I just watch the beginning and fast forward it to the end and see what you made, right? And I understand that. Good morning, Samara. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I do understand that. But at the same time, if I am attempting to become monetized and I'm attempting to get my watch time up, I don't need him fast forwarding through the daggone video. I need him to watch the whole thing. And since he's not, I feel other people are doing it as well. Just clicking to the end, which is fine. I appreciate any view that people give me. I just need to make videos shorter that will keep the entire person watching. But at the same time, they can't be too short because they need to have X amount of minutes of watch time. So the algorithm is really kind of leading people down the road of whatever, 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 right? So my goal is not to be an algorithm person. My goal is to just make and share. But I don't want to have 5 or 6 videos coming out on the same day because honestly, are you going to watch all 5 or 6 of those videos? Probably not. You'll probably watch whichever one you think is most important to you, and then if you have time, you'll go back and watch the other ones. Um, like whenever I'm watching the collaboration videos, I put them in the shortest time to the longest time because it's easier to watch a 2 or 3 minute 5-minute video versus a 35-minute video. I hope that makes sense. I do watch all of them, and now I'm getting to comment on the videos because I don't want people thinking, oh, she just, she's over here, she's not commenting. I don't think anybody was thinking that, but I don't want anyone to think that if they were, because I want to support everybody like I get support. Especially when it's so funny. I went to click on YouTube and it was like YouTube artists, right? And I was like, oh, did they actually make like a art page for us? No. Because I would consider crafting any hobbies like a art, right? They didn't do that. It's for musicians, like famous people, celebrities, um, And yes, they are artists and they do get paid for it, so they don't really need to be on YouTube. YouTube shouldn't have to be their secondary platform of income. But if you have a celebrity like Johnny Depp is on right now, for example, right? And he is in court. People are probably glued to that versus watching, someone craft or whatever. And to each their own, whatever people want to do is definitely what they want to do. I have a friend who she was like, "Did you see Johnny Depp today?" She put JD. He looks really cool in his suit or whatever. I was like, I don't really watch that kind of stuff. Um because I think sometimes I get too invested into things and then I'll get upset if he loses or whatever. So that's not my that's not my real cup of tea, so to speak. Hopefully that makes sense. But if people watch it because it is entertaining to see the theatrics that's going on. Um yeah. So I thought we were gonna use these papers to create a cute little card. I really like this one, but so we won't be using that one. I think we'll use that in a card. Let's attempt to make some space and get it together. I have found that my some of my books that I use tape on because it's hot have come undone. So I may no, not yet. Um I no, not yet. I went back and forth on it for a while whether or not I was going to do it. And then when I decided to do it, I wasn't really like making a lot of videos. Also, another thing, I probably yeah, I have everything except for the watch time. So you have to have 4,400. Let me see. Oh, I don't know if I can see it right now. But you have to have like 4,000, either 4,000 minutes, watch minutes, something like that. Let me just see. I'll check real quick for you. And then the whole thing with Copa and Kappa, whatever, um, really kind of changed a lot of things. Like my mental thought was I won't be on YouTube that much. I'll do my more Facebook things, and I was doing Facebook stuff, but the connection is better for notifications on YouTube. People don't like Facebook. All of the things that can cause issues for viewership is one of those things. Now, the thing is, and it's so funny, I never really intend. So it says you have to have 4,000 public watch hours within the last 12 months. So last year, I don't think I posted since 2020. I haven't been doing as much as I used to do. And next year, it's going to be, I'm going to not participate in as many collaborations. If that makes any sense. I still will participate in a few collabs, but not as many as I have done in the past, unless it's some really cool things that I want to do. I want to be more specific on some of the crafts. Like, for example, like right now, I do the every third Friday collaboration with Poise Spice, which is the Stash Dive collaboration. As long as Deb does the jewelry making collab, I'll probably keep that one, and I'll keep doing that one because I really like that one. I don't know what's up with these papers. Is it three? I'm missing a sheet of paper, so I have one, two is missing, and then this one, I don't know what's going on. These came from Joann Fabric, and they were 249, but they'll put them on half off. And I get them there for $1.25. They pretty decent quality. If you go into daggone Dollar Tree, you getting the same amount, the same thing, same setup. Yeah, so we're gonna be making some fun cards. This paper is 6 by 6, hopefully. Yeah, so we're gonna do 4 1/4, 5 1/2. So, like my friend told me, and so I went to look at the channel to see what was going on. I just clicked on one link and refreshed it because it was yesterday's live commentary. I'll try two. I think so if I may be so bold, right? Um, I think one of the things that you have to remember as a new crafter is, unless you crafted as a little kid and all this other stuff, YouTube is not good for you. It's not a healthy place for new crafters. And the reason why I say it's not a healthy place for new crafters is because we tend to want everything that the top content creators have. So if you have a special YouTuber in your life that you like, and she or he makes a lot of wonderful things, you probably want to get some of the stuff that they have because you want to make something similar to what they create, right? Or you may even want to replicate it. So what normally happens is someone will do a haul video and they will show you all the things that they haul, and then you go out and buy all that crap and you learn that you don't like it, right? So like I really feel like I want to do a lot more mixed media stuff, but I don't want to do mixed media stuff, if that makes any sense, because it's so messy. Um my One of my main issues is I have more than one craft that I love doing. So I have yarn because I enjoy crocheting. I have jewelry making stuff. I have fabric because I thought I was going to make clothes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when you go onto YouTube, someone may do a haul video, right? And it's nothing against haulers because I love watching haul videos, especially when Tuesday morning was like the premier spot for crafters. I would go there and I would watch the haul video and I would write my list. And back in the day, Tuesday morning would have the little 1-800 number you can call, and you could see if it was in your area, because Barry Crafty and I had to have one of the Tim Holtz's rosette dies. I've never used the thing. I don't even know what I did with it because I put up a lot of the dies in the garage. I don't know where it's at. I have a whole bunch of crap in the garage that I need to go through and get rid of. But that's the problem, right? So you see someone, they do a haul video, you have to have it. Or say, for example, Tim Holtz comes out with a new die, a new stamp, a new whatever. Like when Creativation or CHA or whatever they call it was like booming, and we were watching those videos, we were writing our list down and we were getting all the stuff, right? So what would we do? We would go out and we would buy all this crap, and then we'd come back and we get it. I remember when Tim Holtz came out with Picket Fence, I think it is, the white resist that he said, I think it's the Picket Fence one. Don't use on your stamps because it will ruin your stamp set, right? Now, if you want your stamp to have this base on it, then use it. But he was like, don't use it if you don't want that. So that was one thing. I like Tim Holtz, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta have everything that he does, because I'm not into grungy things. I'm into the medium, like extreme grunge and extreme beauty, and I'm somewhere in between, if that makes any sense. Like I can appreciate grungy stuff and beautiful things. So I tend not to buy a lot of his crap. However, on the other hand, I am much more into Crafter's Companion things because it fits more of like the things that I like to do, like butterflies and stuff like that. The illusion I was under was that I would use my stuff. No. See, and that's the worst part about the entire thing. you can spend more money buying craft supplies than you'll ever have time to make craft supplies. I mean, make your stuff from the craft supplies that you buy. Like I just cut these sheets of paper, right? And I separated them on purpose. I have the size we're going to use. We have this that's humongous. And then what really could I do with this when you think about it? Like when you think about it, what could I do with this? I can put on a skinny sentiment. I could do something, but I didn't throw it in the trash because I'm like, ooh, scraps. I can save those for something else, right? Or I could put this in Samara's box and send it to her once I shred it up. So that's always an option as well. So, um, the thing I would tell people is I always tell people don't, beat yourself up because you spent way too much money on some crap that you don't like. You never know. In a month or two, you may actually like that craft now. You really want to try it and you've gotten rid of it. So now you got to go repurchase it for even more money because all the craft stuff is going up. So it's a double-edged sword, I believe, for crafters. Either we will I'm just getting some card bases. Either we will get it together or we won't. Yeah, shred is an option. And you know what? That's the part that's where I'm at right now in the frustration with my craft purchasing is if you didn't buy so much junk, you wouldn't have to buy something to put the junk in that you probably won't use for the next fill in the blank months. So I've been trying my hardest and I'm not very good at it, I must admit, because I do enjoy shopping. It's not the fact that I have to get something when I go shopping, but I like the option of being able to go shopping when I want to see certain things. Even if I don't buy anything, I do like that option. Um so it's really fun to be able to, go to the store. Like I saw someone posted that you know, what's the name of that store? Hobby Lobby is doing their clearance again. Now, do I really need to go and buy anything off the clearance? No, but it'd be fun to see some of the stuff that I had been eyeing for a while for 25% of the price versus half of it. So hopefully that makes sense. But if you like to go out and shop, and spend your money, however you like to do it, I always say if you've earned it, spend it how you want. Just, you got to deal with those consequences. And people usually call me a hoarder. So I mean, not a hoarder, a hoarder and enabler. Yeah. For the washi tape, what you can do is put it in a microwave for a few seconds, and it should unstick and go back to stickiness. So what I did with my washi tape is I found that some washi tape actually comes already like mucky, overly stuck. So you just have to be mindful of that. All right. So we making cards today. Like I really want to put in the title. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be something, but I don't know. But then I feel like, oh, is that really a positive mindset? But y'all know me. I'm like, oh, let's see. All right, so I'm trying to find some words to use in this thing. Yeah. And then I probably went and bought it. So we got this purple card. We're gonna do this purple. And I probably should have cut it down a little bit because I feel like these cards are a little bit off. But that's okay. And when you make your cards, you don't have to make them super duper over the top. They don't have to be extra fancy, extra fluffy. Um, unless you want that, right? So if you want an extra fluffy, extra fancy card, then that's what you do. I am okay with a basic, simple card that says thank you. And can you believe I couldn't find a thank you sticker or a die? So we're going to use these little tiny, the smaller butterflies in these things. I so what? Let's just talk. My son graduated from kindergarten last Thursday night, right? So last Thursday we went to the school. He had to dress Sunday best. We got to the school. They performed, and they did all the stuff that they need to do. And then, he still has school Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, all those things. He still has school. So that's what, he's in school right now. But Friday is the last day of no school. And I have went back and forth on whether or not we would continue the live streams during the summertime. So because technically it's what? 16 days that I'll be live streaming while he's home. And that's really not a bunch of days to really worry about. So I feel like it would be okay to live stream while he's here. But we'll play it by ear because I could probably record some videos and do premieres. I'm not quite sure yet. But the thing of the whole situation is I've been trying to figure out things to do with him this summer that would be, fun, not something that's going to break the bank and not a lot of travel required. And then I've been trying to find things to do that are free as well because I want to do some free stuff with him. So we do have this die. We haven't played with this bee die yet, I don't think. Um, and this one says album, journal, diary. I also went to see the doctor. I can't remember what it was last week, 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and she gave me some medicine. And I'm taking the medicine, and it upsets my stomach a lot if I take it wrong. And so, yeah, needless to say, my stomach is upset. And so I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, I think I need to potty because I'm not feeling well. And then I was like, do I want to not do the stream? Do I just want to just lay down in the bed or whatever? But I decided to, get on up, suck it up, and just work through it. So, of course, like all things, I only have two. So do small things with great love. We're gonna put these two in the center of the card for two of his teachers, and then I have to find some other stuff to go in the card for his other teachers. He's in kindergarten and he has a bunch of teachers already. Very weird. And I thought I had some more sentiment stickers. So what I want to do is I don't want us to create cards with a lot of effort, right? So if you probably have some die cuts or whatever, just pull those things out and use them as you have them versus not. Let's not be crazy though. Let's be sensible about this and not use this wet glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they fit, and then we'll make them because we're going to make some cards because I want to beat the Facebook group, right? Even though I'm only a person that's participating currently, I still want to beat whoever decides to join. I want them to be like, oh, I need to get on it. It's a competition because you never know. It may be a giveaway at the end, but it's not going to be a giveaway. Don't tell anybody I told you. I think this purple will go good. They're all ladies, and purple is a good color to give a lady, I think. And then, so with me not doing, I'm still going to do, if Deb holds the jewelry collab, I'll do it. And I'm not sure about the other ones, but I have a few series, right? You do so great at them, though. I don't understand. So, what you want to do? What suggestion do you have, ma'am, that we could do as a challenge in the Facebook group? That's why it's a challenge. You do things that you really don't normally do. It takes you out of your comfort zone. So it's not a challenge for me then, huh? That's what you're saying. Oh my goodness. So for next month's collaboration video for the Halloween, it's Fang themed, right? It doesn't say Fang, but it's a theme like that. And I watched this lady do a coffin journal. It was so pretty. So pretty. I feel like that's what you said. You didn't have to say it. Say what you mean to me. You didn't say it, but I felt it. I just felt it in my spirit. So let's see. Also, I will be doing some year-long projects. Yeah. Wow. See, that is cool. I want to do those, but I'm not faithful. I'm never, you're going to do 600 Christmas cards? Wow. Go ahead, ma'am. You're going to do a lot of 10 on the 10s. You know what? That's true. That's true. My issue is not the card making. It's always like, what am I going to put in the card? What am I going to do on the card? Because I have a lot of ideas. And you know what? Like my favorite go-to Christmas card is so simple. I have that Sizzix die with the deer head, and I usually just put that on plaid paper and put Merry Christmas. My thing lately has been sentiments. Sentiments. I've been struggling with the sentiment department lately, and I don't know what's going on with that. So that is my current issue. Yeah, get that paper out so you can get more in, huh? So I went to Joy and Fabric. Did I go to Joy and Fabric? I did. I didn't get anything. They really didn't have anything that I wanted. But I went to Hobby Lobby last week, after we all chatted. They didn't have anything. But I don't go, those stores are closer to me than a lot of people have those stores. And I do drive myself, so I have to worry about my husband picking me up or, my girlfriend, Tina or Michelle or Gail or, Rhonda, whoever coming through and picking me up on their lunch break or anything like that. I can just go whenever I please. And I tend to like to go first thing in the morning because I'm not sure if you all are the crazy craft people, but at a certain time, I'm like, did this lady not drink enough coffee? Like, why is she so rude? Like, what's really her deal? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I tend to like to go first thing in the morning when the store is open. So, and plus, I'm not very peoply between noon and 5. Between noon and 5, I'm like, if you don't get out of my face, I'm gonna bite your face off. Right? That's kind of mean when I think about it, but that's how I feel. So what I'm doing is examining which side has the fuller paper, and then I run the errands, and then I come home and do stuff. So, but what I want to do besides the two collabs or three, dang, if Wonder Dreamer still does her card collab, I'll do it. But I think she said she may change it from Christmas to birthdays, or she may do two. I don't know. And then 10 on 10th, if it continues, I probably will stick with that one. But if Deb does her jewelry one, I'll definitely. The jewelry one is definitely 100%. If she'll let me still be in her collab, that is the definitely one I will still do. Um, and then I want to do more jewelry making. I want to do more just random bead stuff. I never tell myself to put it back. So okay. I have a new hobby that I want to try. We'll see how it works out. Some of it's heavy duty and some of it's not. It's the same thing. It's just how much information. Why is it still not focusing? I have to look this up because maybe need to update my driver for this camera. But I don't really put things back unless the price is wrong. So I went to Walmart. Yes, I went to Walmart and they had a whole bunch of charms, which I am a sucker for charms. And this is when I was making a bracelet to wear last week. I'm a sucker for charms. So they had charms, 50 charms, and it was labeled at $4.12. I don't know what was up with the change on these products they have. Like I went somewhere and it was $2.37. I don't know. I guess that's the tax. I don't get it. But anyway, so when I got to the register, it was $7.30 or something like that. I was like, oh, you got to put that back. I don't want it. So I put it back because it wasn't the price that thing said. And I didn't get upset about it because I was like, this is a crapshoot anyway. Because right now Walmart is going through a price crazy. I don't know. They're changing their prices on a lot of stuff, so maybe they didn't change it. But I got a feeling it's going to backfire on a lot of the stores that's upgrading their prices and not their merchandise. So we got to see, right? Um, because I told my friend, I said, I don't understand why things are prices are going up, the pay is not. I have some friends who are on a fixed income, and I was like, "Did you get a raise on your fixed income?" She was like, "No." She was like, "I did, but my husband didn't." So I'm kind of like, "What is going on?" Because you can't expect for people to survive off of $500 a month when gas is $500 for a gallon, and then food is $300. Like living in Texas is a little bit different because a lot of the farms here send food straight to the store. So food is a little bit cheaper in some instances, not a bunch, right? And so I only cook certain food when my husband is home because he complains I don't cook it when he's home. So, like, I don't eat beef or pork. So I make turkey chops. They're called turkey cutlets. But I call them turkey chops. So they are a substitute for pork chops, right? This flickering is driving me bananas. And then, good morning, Chocolate City Sim. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. Now, the last time I checked, these things did not really back up to each other properly. Okay, but we're gonna see. So what we're gonna do, since this is a card we're gonna be giving to someone, like my son's gonna hand deliver it, we don't have to worry about bulk at all. We can go as dimensional as we like. But I'm cheap. So using up two butterflies on one thing, woo, my cheap sensor is going off. It's okay. It's for a good cause. That's what I always tell myself. So we're just gonna make this little base like right there. And somehow I have rubbed off the gold on it. Great. All right. So we're gonna do two. I think we can get away with this one as well. Yeah. I hope everyone is having a great day. So, can you believe, like, when you think about it, I feel like May snuck in and was like, listen, y'all not ready for this. I'm just going to go ahead and get in and get on out. And I'll see you next year. I don't have no words for y'all. Yeah, that's not going to look right. So, we're going to have to trim it down some. Just a little bit. Yes, Samara. I already know what you're thinking. It's fact. It is a fact. I have lost all of my. I don't like fussy cutting. So my question to you all is: would you not? We're gonna try to see how this live stream go with my son first before I officially say it's gonna only be. Yeah, sure, ma'am. hmm Somehow I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Um, I don't really believe it. So we're gonna look in this. Are you all a Maggie Holmes lady? I am. No, not. I don't care. Um, no, 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 no. So my son, my son's last day of school is on Friday. So my thought process is, if he doesn't come and harass me like he does when we're in Discord or whatever, I can do the live streams. What? Let us lay in the sun. Oh no, I ain't laying in the sun with nobody. Um, so we're gonna do thanks, right? Even though I don't like thanks, I like thank you. Let's leave that alone for now. Um, yeah, with him home, see how it work out. But well, she got a new one out, and Barry Crafty sent me a message. I was like, are they saying? Because the comments was like, oh, I can't. This is something. I don't know if they said it was beautiful or not, but I was like, are they saying they like it, or are they saying that they don't? And then someone put, I save up my money for your collections, and I'm like, but why? They all look the exact same. And I probably wouldn't have got this if it wasn't $5. Because there's a lot of stickers for $5, right? That's the reason why I got it. Oh, see now, Pebbles, they have a collection that's similar to this Maggie Holmes thing, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Is it the exact same one? It looks better. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so that didn't work out. That didn't work out for us like we thought it was. That's okay. Let's go ahead and put this down. Um, I don't know. I like American craft. Well, you know how much American craft stuff is out there? Like half the stuff we think is like regular crap is American crafts. We're gonna go with thanks. I have to pull this up. No, we're not gonna pull it up. We're just gonna plop these things down here. The reason why I glued these on because I do like for oh yeah, yeah. With some Maggie Holmes lovers out there, they're like, no, it's different. And I'm like, how? How's it different? Because wasn't that Swan in this thing? Now, I will say that the Heritage collection was a bit different, and no one seemed to have liked that one. But I like silhouette images of people, of heads, and things like that because you can do so much things with them. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be traditionally one set color. It can be anything. I remember, I think because when I was in elementary school, we did silhouettes of ourselves, like you stood against the wall and someone traced your outline. And I thought that was real cool. So maybe I probably have like some type of weird, reminiscent collective memory of just that. But I think, I don't know. I just find all of them to be the exact same. Like nothing looks a bit different. Nothing looks a bit new. It's a deer, a swan, and this rosy flower thing. And maybe she has so I'm gonna leave the inside blank for my son to write we'll see. I was gonna say leave it for him to write a note for the teachers. I'm not sure. So I don't want to overdo it, but I still want it to be pretty. I want them to look at the card and be like, oh, she made a card for me. Oh my goodness. You know, something like that. So I'm just going through these sentiments. I'm not sure if you all struggle with sentiments, but I struggle a lot with sentiments if I don't plan out the card with like a actual stamp. And I'm trying to just use not a stamp, you know what I'm saying? Pray more, worry less. I don't want to put nothing religious, like faith, truly like thank you, Jesus. Is a sticker that says thank you, Jesus right here. Because they may not be that religion, but like abundant blessings is something I can send them, I think. Unless they don't want to be blessed. And sometimes people don't want to be blessed. They be like, don't bless me. Leave me alone. So hopefully y'all are doing well. I am trying to just recover a bit from this medication. I took it late last night and yeah, it didn't I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have done that at all because it has me a little bit lethargic. I think I may actually have to go into a daggone stamp set. And I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that, but that's okay. Because we need something right here. Now it looks cheesy in my opinion. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna fix it. It won't look cheesy for long. Let's see. These things just say love all over it. And I like the teacher, but I'm not in love with her. I'm glad she was my son's teacher. But love? Like love? Love, love? Mm-mm. I also think that sometimes for me, when I am off mentally, I'm off all the way around. So like I'm off a bit right now because I'm not feeling the greatest. So we still gonna craft together though. Don't worry. I'm still here. You still got me for a few hours. I should have made an easel card. That's what I was gonna make. Cause when I first started making easel cards, I thought they were so hard. Then I did. I was like, this is it. Okay, I got y'all. Like if you asked me over what thing I thought was the hardest thing and would I make it again, like an easel card, a loaded envelope, or a pocket letter, I would probably say I'll do an easel card over the other things because she don't want to do no envelope or a pocket letter. Okay, let's see. You know what? I have some sentiment words. I'm just rubbing this glue down. Rubbing the glue down. Plopping this out the way because we got flickering still. And where is the other color? So now we're going to use these colors. So, for example, I have a butterfly die, right? Do I need to go out and buy butterfly die cuts? Mm-mm. Did I? Why? Because they're so pretty. Look at them. They're amazing. Don't they look good? I'm not sure if you ever went shopping with one of your friends who's kind of like, girl, you don't need that kind of stuff. But I have a few of those people in my life. The big roommate is one of them. He's like, you have enough books. He called Paper Pass books. He's like, you got that book in a different color with different print on it. I'm like, it's not the same then, is it? It's like, it's not the same. It needs to be the same. He's like, but why? You ain't doing nothing with it. And I don't like to hear that word. You're not doing nothing with it. Thank you. I like them a lot. Will I be buying more from the Dollar Tree? I will have to cut out my own. Because I mean they're $1.25. Which is still a really good deal if you don't have any, because I mean you get 30 something die cuts for $1.25. You really can't beat it. But cheap. So I know that everybody says to do these things in threes. We will not be doing the butterflies in threes. We got something else to make it in three. And then I want to talk to y'all about something. Not an angel. Mm-mm. Those people more like pests sometimes. Don't you have that? Don't you have that? No, if I had it, I wouldn't be buying it. That's why I'm buying it. But this weekend, I bought these, right? Did I really need them? Yes, I did. That's why I bought them. No, I thought these were so cute, right? Because I could separate them and sort them and get a few of my things out of the way. But I knocked these things over not once, twice, right? They didn't fall all over the floor, but I knocked them over. And then I had a stack of papers and I knocked them all over too. So that Samara, don't ask me what that thing is. Don't ask me what a pickup is. I got mad at myself because I was dropping a chunk. And it's just frustrating, right? Yeah, I knocked them over. So I picked up all the things that I had knocked over and I was like, why do you even have this? Like that's the conversation that I have with myself after the fact, right? Like who and what, why did you buy it? Who authorized this purchases? But I like to sort things. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to work. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. Okay. I need something to eat. See, and that's what my son is going to be good for during the summer. If he was woke, I can say, bring mommy a bottle of water. I can say, do this for mommy. And I can send him on errands. This is not straight. To do stuff for me. Yeah. Um, so I had told Chocolate City Sim about that. I also knocked over some beads, but that's another story. That's straight. Yeah. And so now we're going to put 2 over here, and then we'll have that uneven number still. And I think we're going to stick with those colors. Ooh, nope. See, like if none of you are looking at these things and be like, these need to be sorted and organized, you don't have a crafter person living in you. You know, a sorter crazy person like I do. But I have a sorter crazy person that's always in my head saying, we really need to take this and sort it out. Um, but then I guess the other person I have in me beats her up sometime and don't let it. Oh, I almost dropped these things. Let me hurry up and close these up. Because if I drop these little things on the floor, I'm just going to throw them in the trash. Sweep them up, throw them in the trash. It's like dropping a box of Legos on the floor. You ever did that before? Ask me how I know. My son has done it. All right, there we go. Back to the statement. I am going to be doing some series, right? Basic, easy peasy, fun little series. Nothing too crazy or over the top. Okay. So if you're wondering why I use these colors in here, it's in this little thing. So now what I want to do is I want to find the equivalent of things. Yes. Okay. And green. So I think starting in June, I think I don't want to say it and then it don't happen because I haven't made any videos yet, and it's the last week in May. I will be. I think I'm gonna do a series. I wanted to do it at the beginning of the year, but I was sick, so I didn't get a chance to do it. But I was like, maybe in July because it's like a Christmas in July, thing. But I don't want to do it just in July. I want to do it all year round. I could probably wait to do it next year because I don't think anyone's gonna do it. And if they do, I mean, it's fine. No big deal. No big deal. All right. So we're just going to give this a little bit of lift. And unfortunately for me, my tape is gone. I have a craft person that I shop with sometimes, but um, they call me the enabler. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I put the tape down, the glue down because this tape is not really sticky anymore. So I can always come and visit all of y'all. Y'all just send me the ticket and you'll be telling me that I influence you to spend all your money. I mean, after all, it's not Friday. Oh my goodness. So Friday Deb Hope's Crafty Cottage had a live stream. Cause last week I was a little bit discombobulated because of all the things I needed to run around and do. And I think I was telling somebody it's not Friday yet. So I couldn't really enable anyone. But everyone's like, it is Friday. So I guess I could have enabled people. Y'all just have really good willpower. So I'm putting it off a little bit so you can see that it's actually more than one or something in motion. And I just hope that the glue dries right there. Yeah. I didn't know if she was going to live stream or not. I just happened to be on I just happened to have the page open at a random time and it said she was going live. So I was like, "Oh, okay, good, good, good." And that's the only way I caught her. Now I want to talk to y'all about something because you said you don't like American craft. This is American craft, but this is pretty. And I like Vicky Bouton. I think that she does amazing with colors. She always calls herself the female Tim Holtz. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Um, I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but um, she does have like some crayons and things like that. But I just think that this is like if this was a Tim Holtz thing, it would have creepy eyeballs or something coming on there. I don't know. Oh, she's special. Okay, let me find out you got favorites. Look at this. This is so pretty. And I only have one of these because I got this from Joann Fabric. And of course, they only had freaking one. So I'm going to put this thanks right across the bottom of this. And all of them will have some type of butterfly though. So whenever I see these on sale at the store, I'll try to grab them, especially if they have like, 50% off plus a coupon. I'm like, yes. And that's why I go to the store because sometimes Joann Fabric, in my opinion, they're like, we're going to have everything in the store on sale, but we're not going to put any signs up. And you go in there and you scan it and it's like 2 cents. You're like, let me go get the rest. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks. I don't like thanks. I like thank you, but we're going to put thanks right here. Now, I should have glued this foam down because the last time we played with this foam, it didn't want to stick. It did not want to stick. So let's see. Can't just burnish that down so with our hand. So next, I'm not sure if you all remember when I did the collab with she didn't change her name so many times. Forgot what it was. Let me see. Well, we did a card collab. I'll try to remember and put it in the thing. We did a card making collab, different cards, and I have been into wanting to do some apertures lately. Aperture cards. So that's what I want to try to do. And you all know that I'm partial to these colors, so let's see. Can we make this work with not taping it down, gluing it down? Yeah, that's gonna work. I like Paige Evans as well. I also like Jen Hatfield, but she's more neutral earth tones, and I like those tones. I like Amy Tangerine because um, it's quirky. Some of her stuff is quirky, and like, say if you need a random roller skate, she got you. I can slide this over a little bit. So one of the wings may not elevate up as much as we want it to. Slide over a little bit more. Paige Evans. Yeah, I think I like her as well. Dear Lizzie, like I like. I can't say I don't like them. If it's on sale, I'll buy it. Hopefully that makes sense. Like if it's on sale and it has some of the things that I can do in there, I'll buy it. And we need let's put a little bee here. How about that? No, let's not. Let's put a paper bee. Let's put a small butterfly. Um, but I was never so another Tuesday morning issue. Actually, we're gonna put some more dots because I like punishing myself. Apparently, um, some of these creators, like I haven't been paper crafting for a long time. I started paper crafting like seriously in 2016 or 17. I've always been like into buying beads and yarn because I never really. I'm not a scrapbooker either, but I used to buy the paper pads from Michaels when they were on sale, and so for $5, right? So I had bought a lot of paper pads before I actually knew what I was going to do with them. And Tuesday morning introduced me to a lot of the American craft people. And then over time, I should say, I've grown to like or dislike certain brands, but I like the American craft. The bad thing is you can't get away from American craft because half the craft is American craft. You may think it's not until you call the customer service and it's like three different phone lines. It's like Simplicity, American Craft, and I think Wilton or something like that. Because I had a Fiskars thing that broke. Need pink. Purple could do, I guess. Let's see. I think we'll go with purple. I contacted them and it was like press, 1 4 blah 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 blah. And that's when I realized that American Crafts was everybody. And that's the thing, like I remember it's an old Pebbles. I think it was an old Pebbles paper pad. It looks just like Maggie Holmes. And I was like, I think this is Maggie Holmes. Oh, I'm only gonna do one, huh? Because, odd numbers. We got 3 cards knocked down. It takes a long time to make cards. I think sometimes we are disillusioned by people. But aside from paper brands, one of my favorite paper brands of all time is We Are Memory Keepers. So I like We Are Memory Keepers the most. The bad thing is it's hard to get them. I like Bo Bunny too. I'm not sure who does Bo Bunny. Lord. I'm not sure who does Bo Bunny. Um paper. I'm not a huge um graphic 45 person for the wrong reason. I feel like when you buy graphics 45, you cannot you can't waste it. Like you have to really know what you're going to do with the graphics 45 paper. Oh, it got bought out. Oh no. Well, hopefully they still have some. Oh, Heather or whoever. Do you buy Gorgeous Girl stamps? No comment on the repetition stuff. I am trying to figure out what has happened to Gorgeous Girl. I had read, no, I heard a crafter say that they stopped making stamps. So I'm trying to see if that's true or not. Sometimes I can find out information on the craft sites, in the Facebook groups, and then other times my comments get deleted. So I had asked somebody why one of my comments got deleted because I was asking a question about something. And in true censorship fashion, they said because it started a fight. And I was like, this is crooked. Instead of deleting the comment, just turn the comments off because I needed answers to that question. So yeah, I like that. It's a bit different, but I like it. Purple is not that easy to coordinate on when you don't have all of the right tools. Ooh, we have this though. I like color outside the lines. Ooh, this is nice too. We have three. Okay. Yep, I like Vicky Bouton, um, a Bouton, and I like Hottie Swap. I liked her. What was the collection called? She had a purple and black collection. I didn't buy it. I can't remember what it's called, but it was such a pretty collection. What this thing say? Amazing, truly blessed face. No, I can't remember the name of the collection. Something. It was like a street name. Hawthorne. I think it was Hawthorne. It was really pretty. It was like a darker color. So it was really nice. Okay. I remember I had read in the Facebook group where someone was like, I don't use stickers. They're juvenile. And I was like, ooh, that's pretty dang harsh to say. I mean, I could understand what she was saying, I guess. But sometimes all you need is like one or two little stickers and it'll make your project pop out. Yeah. She's like, it's juvenile. Ooh, man, you need to get out, get some air or something. But you know, a lot of people hide behind computers and say nasty stuff. They would never tell you in your face. Never, ever tell you in your face. And so sometimes I have to really remind myself that this person's an idiot. And just keep on moving, right? Because the minute you get roped into some nonsense, you're like, I can't believe I let my emotions get the better of me, and now this person looks like they're winning this argument or fight because you're angry. You know, maybe you flipped over a table or something. I don't know. No, I never flipped over. I never flipped over a table at anyone. Being, for me being angry with them, but I have destroyed some property before. I was a teenager, and that's my story. That's all you will get out of me. You know, teenagers don't know how to. They try. When you're a teenager, you try to control your emotions, but sometimes they get the better of you. But now I don't do any of that stuff. I just be like, "You stupid idiot! I can't believe you," and then I just try to catch myself from being so upset and just saying, "Okay." It don't always work, um, and that's why they have Joanne fabric, right? Look at this. This is super cool. I want to talk to y'all about something when we finish this. So I wanted to try to give them a wand, but really, realistically, do we think they're going to know what to do with one of these things? No. So I was like, I'll just keep making them for the person I'm making them for to send it to them. Because I don't think they would know what to do with it. But I, well, now we see who, if we go out to eat, y'all, and the food is messed up, we're going to send Heather um, to talk to the person. Yeah, yeah. So I don't think that the teachers would know how to use them. I don't think they would know what to do with them. I found some ladybugs in my collection. They're not functional at the wands. They're just for decoration. So like she could put in her pencil cup. Like that's what I have with my ones that's in my craft space. I have them in a pencil cup. I don't do anything with them. I think we might use this little tiny bee. I think this is all we're gonna put on this card because it has worn me out. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't know who made. Well, you know what? Um, you could make a rosette banner to go across, like a room or something. But they're not really practical crafts, not in my opinion. So that's why I don't make them humongous like the one I just showed. I made that one really big. Because you can't put it outside. It's paper. It's gonna get rained on and destroyed. But maybe like on a porch or something during that season, you could. Um, but in general, you can't really do much with it. Oh, no, no, no. Let's do our little thing. I think we're gonna try to go for a gold color. I blame Martha Stewart. I don't know why, but that's who I'm blaming for rosettes. I don't think she had anything to do with them. Those have been around for forever, bunting and all. But I feel like Martha Stewart. And what's the other lady's name that no one really talks about? So you know what is so funny? Barry Crafty and I are doing a swap, and I still have to send Samira her thing that we supposed to been swapping 2 years ago. Still glad she's my friend. Oof. Um, but I had asked her. She had showed me this thing. I said, "What you supposed to do with it?" Right? Barry Crafty. I asked her, and I was like, "What are you supposed to do with it?" And she was like, "Well, you put it in your craft room." I'm like, "Why?" Like, you know, all jokes aside, when it comes to crafting and craft space, I would prefer my craft room to have functional craft storage. A few things can be on display, yes, but I'm not about to put a faux 5 inch tall, 7 inch wide, 5 or 6 of these things somewhere. I just feel like that is I'm going through this to find another gold one. I feel like that's a waste of space. And if you're in a collab or a swap that has a few 3D items, I mean, what is the end goal than that? What are you gonna do with it? Cards you can put like if it's a birthday card or a seasonal card, you can put them in a box, take them out when it's over, and put them up. Um, Even maybe like a Christmas decoration, if you make like a Christmas thing that can hang off or something, the holiday come around, you put it up, take it down when it's over. But other stuff, not so much. And I think that's why I don't get mad when at first I used to get upset when just thinking about you giving a card to someone they throw in the trash because they don't understand how hard you may have worked for the card. But at the same time, it's not your card anymore. The labor or the love of it should have been enough satisfaction. If you want to keep the card, then you don't give it to them. You know what? That is so I've watched a few videos where someone says I'm doing a video response for so and so and so and so. I learned early on that I don't want you sending me a bunch of junk, right? And not junk in a bad way. I mean junk as in don't send me all the stuff because I don't know where I'm gonna put it. So like when I did my birthday, um, so long ago, when I did my birthday challenge or whatever, I said a pocket letter because you can put pocket letters in a book. This is so crooked, Lord. You can put pocket. I said a pocket letter and a postcard, I think, and a card maybe. All those things can go in a book together. They don't have to be. These are the weirdest cards I've ever made in my life. One of the weirdest cards. I like them though, because they're quirky. They don't have to be like super pretty. All right, so that's we haven't even did five yet. Dang, that's just four. Um, so I remember with one of the YouTube words. Where are my words today? They ran away. They're like, nope, you're on your own. Try to figure it out, silly. Um, Facebook groups I'm in. This lady was like, I'm new to paper crafting. What are some of your suggestions that you should, for a new craft? I was like, don't start. I was like, don't do something else. Because in my opinion, you really can't learn about all the junk you're going to accumulate unless you follow, someone's guidance, or you actually accumulate all the junk and then you realize that you accumulated too much junk. Because what if I like stamps and you like dies, right? What's going to happen? I'm gonna tell her, oh, you know, I would say, get you a good set of sentiment stamps and larger stamps to fill a A2 or a 5x7 card, and you'll be good to go. You may say, oh, you need die words because die words are great. You can cut them out multiple times and stack them up, and you can do all kinds of things with dies and papers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Someone else may be a Hi Nick. Someone else may be a mixed media craft and they're like, oh, you need to get some resist inks and this and this and this and this and that, right? Exactly. You don't need a room full of junk to do it. So, that was my suggestion. I don't think the group really liked that. I don't even know if I'm still in that group or not because you know, I don't march to the same beat. Let's see. I want to put this here. Can I do that? I could, but that looks off. So like this, I have a stamp and a die that's similar to this. This is much easier, but in the future, I have decided that I'm not going to be buying a lot more of these prefabricated things unless it's a sale. Not actively going out to look for the sale, but if it's a sale, if I happen to be there and it's a sale out, I'll get them. Um, so I'll have to start using my stamps and dies. I just think that if someone comes to you and says, "Hey, I'm new to crafting. What do you think I should do?" Blah blah blah. I really think you should say, Are you sure you want my?" I always ask people, "Are you sure you want me to tell you? Are you sure?" Yes, some of those groups are vicious. One of the groups I'm in, they had posted and said, "I'm just checking to see who's still here." Blah 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 blah. I said, "I'm still here, not very active. If you need to call me, I understand." Because I think I remember I was in one group and I just wanted to see the projects and what they were making to get inspiration. And they were like, if you don't swap, you can't be in the group. I was like, well, you need to go ahead and remove me out the group because I'm not here. Um, I'm not. I don't really condone that swap and stuff because I feel like sometimes when you swap, it's just to show off what you have, right? It's just to show off the things that you have. And I don't like that. Also, I think so. This is the stickers I was looking for the whole time. I also think that sometimes people prey upon the crafting community. And so you have people that are out here trying to see now this would be good. Be beautiful, and I can put a B on here, right? But I think we're just gonna put stay fabulous because that would be good. maybe Smile, Sparkle, and Shine. Yeah, I think Beautiful would come in handy for something else. Smile, Sparkle, and Shine would be good. And it's a clear sticker, so it should pick up this background paper and go on there. You know, I have learned over time that sometimes you got to shut up, right? And I try to tell myself that a lot more frequently because not everybody wants to hear what you got to say all the time. So I have, I'm still learning that sentiment. A digi stamp fight. Oh yeah. You know what? It's so funny you say that because I saw this lady post a picture of a stamp set that she had used, and it was a very seductive, voluptuous lady she made. I think she had on a towel, either a red dress, and it was from Kenny K stamps, right? And so I went on a hunt looking for all of the digital Kenny K stuff I can find. And some of it's out there for free and some of it's not. And the person retired. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have, couldn't find any. I even reached out to the man and was like, "Do you have these?" He's like, he was like, "I'm sorry, we don't do that anymore." He was nice about it, but I was like, "You suck," in my head because I really wanted. This is in the wrong spot. This should be in the middle because now I have no space to put anything else. So let's see if I can pick this up real easy. Um, so the thing is with YouTube and swaps, I have never had any. Um, oh, we could talk about it later, Heather. I don't want you going through all that Just tour. So we're gonna just leave it like that. We're gonna use these colors to kind of cover this up. Um, and I wanted to put a flower on here, but you know what? We definitely have to put some jewels. Um, I think for me doing swaps now, I only do them with people I can trust. Um, because I have did swaps with other people in the past, and they have been good and bad. I did a swap with someone, and it was not what I was expecting. We'll just leave it at that. It was not what I was expecting. They told me all the things that they liked, and I went out and purchased some stuff for them and everything, and I got back some questionable things. Um, so I only like say if you were to say, "Hey, we want to do a swap," yeah, I would do a swap with you. You just know that I'm late in mailing crap out. Um, but I think that's why I only do swaps with people that know that I'm not a flake and I'm going to send it out eventually. Because I've been flaked on before by prominent people in the community, and it makes me wonder if other people have been flaked on and they never said anything. Because the minute you call out a big time YouTuber or a big time important crafter in the community, you get poo pooed on. And I'm really not about that life. I don't need that negativity in my life. I'm gonna put a flower right here, and I'm gonna color it up some. So I just need to find one that's gonna fit this circle. Um, listen, listen. Don't worry about it. I owe Samara a swap from 1942. No, it's old. It's not that old, but it's old, and she has, she still continues to crack jokes with us, and she still shows me much support and love, and mm, I'm not gonna cry today. I appreciate her for that. So I'm not like what a normal person should do is once you finish this stuff up, put it in the package and mail it off. No, what I will do is move all this crap to the side and just go and buy something else. So Yeah, I struggle with that. I struggle with understanding how people still let me be their friend sometimes. Like, girl, I appreciate you because you know I'm a mess. But it's not about getting back anything. Um, I like to make people cry. So I always try to find something sentimental between us that they can like and enjoy. And I tend to cry a lot because I'm a big crybaby. So when people send me like handmade stuff, I'm like, "Oh, you didn't have to make that for me. I appreciate it so much. Why me?" Yeah, I'm that crybaby person. I'm crying right now. Yeah, because I'm a crybaby. I just feel, blessed and appreciated. And then it makes me feel bad that I don't send the stuff out because I definitely appreciate everybody that comes and hangs out with me and supports all of my everything. It means a lot to me that people do that. Because, people don't have to do that. They could be watching uh, Johnny Depp right now, Amber Heard, or somebody else. So I think that's a bit too much orange, right? Let's change the color to something a little bit not so orange. Do I have a diamond? I don't have a diamond. Oh, this is orange. That's red. Does she know her colors? Probably not. Let's try these two. These little bitty pieces and me putting them back in and taking them out is really making my eye twitch. Like, seriously. I'm like, oh, I need to organize these. But then I start organizing. I get so upset. I'm like, why'd you buy this? Like, what is your problem? You know. So if I may impart something on you about sending things to people, if you're just doing it out the kindness of your heart, um, sending a card is more than enough. If you're making something and it's a swap and you follow the swap requirements, then you're good to go. All the extra stuff that you send is great. It doesn't have to be enough because you doing it, going to the post office and putting it in the mailbox is more than some people in swaps do. And I'm not talking about me because I'm not gonna sit up here and bash myself about not, sending stuff on time. I mean, in general, um, I have organized a few swaps in my day, and I haven't got stuff back in all of the swaps. So when you organize a swap and you send things off, it makes it a little bit harder to continue to do that. Um, because I feel like, are you really taking my kindness for weakness now? Because I will roll up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I roll up on people. So I wouldn't roll up on anybody for a swap. That's just crazy. Because like if you, and that's why I try not to do swaps where I can't send you something out of my stash. I do roll up on people, but I'm trying not to because Heather said that was not good. She threw her Halloween piece and it's broken. So yeah, I've never destroyed any furniture in my home, but when I was a teenager, it was a it was not good. But I did, and that's when I learned when you're angry, your strength is way more amplified than when you're not angry. So yeah, she can't be doing that. That's just crazy. Um, but in general, we're gonna try this thing in the center. Okay, let's try this in the center. And I think I do want to put this. Oh, see, this little bird can't go in there. Um, yeah, so not that I'm like bold and I want to fight people or things, but sometimes my anger level is already at 5 million. And if you say hi to me the wrong way, say I'm in line looking at something, you're like, hi. You know how sometimes people could just hit that button, that crazy lady button, and it's not good. It's very not good. It's a horrible button to be able to press so easily. Um, but it happens. It happens. It happens. Okay. I think I want to put "You Color My World" to my snow. Look at Samara being the voice of reason. Just enter some challenges. I'm not. Yeah, if you enter challenges, you get rid of crap, right? You send the junk off. Um, until you go to the mailbox and you're like the post office and you're like, how much that cost? Say what? This a flat rate box though. Oh, y'all went up in October. Hmm. I was just here, you know, September 25th. Yes, ma'am. I understand that. I've had those conversations before. I'm just trying to find a sticker, y'all, to go with this thing. And then we're going to talk about something and then we're going to work on another project. So let's see. I think I, so, I've been adulting for a long, long time, but I have a question. Because I was in the grocery store and the chicken wings took me back, right? It almost made me visit Elizabeth. Y'all remember Fred Sanford, you know what I'm talking about. So we had inflation, yeah? Does inflation ever become deflation? Like, or does once the economy gets better, we just keep going up and up and up? Because if that's the case, 10 chicken wings from the grocery store that's not cooked will eventually be up to $20. Now, let me tell you something. I like paper, but I can't eat it. You know what, though? So it's so funny you say that about the Halloween challenge, right? So the Halloween challenge is interesting. When I first signed up for it, they didn't, you sign up for something and you get the details. And then I think you can decide if you want to opt out or not. But if I've told you I'm going to do something, I try my hardest to do it unless I can't, like walk or whatever because I'm sick. But we have to have our videos because they're in the UK. We have to have our videos posted at 6 a.m. My time, 6 a.m., which is Central Standard Time, right? So 6 a.m., that means that I don't have any wiggle room to not do the video a day or two ahead of time. I have to do the video ahead of time. I have to do it ahead of time. And I'll tell you what I have always thought about collaborations. In my head, I'm like, I'm just going to do all 12 of my videos this month and I'm just going to upload them and have it posted. That's so unrealistic. Um, because life comes in and it's like, listen, you don't feel good today. Oh, you're gonna try tomorrow? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make you not feel good this month either. So, like at the beginning of the year, I was sick for a while, unfortunately. So all the things that I really, really, really wanted to do, I didn't get a chance to really, really, really do them the way I wanted to. And so now that I've been feeling better, I'm playing mental catch up, physical catch up, and all the other junk. So deadlines are a bit stressful. I do agree with that. They are a bit stressful when it comes to doing collaborations. Because you never know what's going on. Life could take control, and family member could get sick, and you have to leave out of town and go take care of them. God forbid someone passes away, you have to go out. And who wants to cry when their loved one is sick? Like no one. Um, it takes a toll. I think it takes a big toll on you. Yeah. The one thing that I will tell you, this is just for me. If I sign up for a collaboration, no matter what, right? I force myself to complete the collaboration because if you sign up for something, you've said, I'm going to dedicate X amount of time to do this project. I understand life happens and I understand that I may not be able to do it, but I'm signing up for this and this is what I want to happen. So, like when I was sick, I tried to do all the collaboration videos except for one, and that was the Halloween one in January, I believe, February, one of the two. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't even sit up long enough to actually function well enough to be like, I really want to make this video for the time that it was needing to be made. So I didn't end up making it. I think we could get away with this. Can we? We're going to see. Yeah. Okay. So I think, for the most part, and then unfortunately for collaborations, most of the time when people are creating collabs, they have a theme. And the theme can be very stressful, right? Like I remember when we did the collaboration and I was like, okay, we're going to do these colors. I was like, summertime, let me think of these colors. Let me do this. I never, I remember I did pink and then it was flamingo. I never put those colors together because the color was the most important thing. And all the other stuff was, or the thing was the part and then the color was the other thing. So it was never really supposed to be like a high stress thing. It was supposed to be fun, and, like summertime or like nautical themed things. So that was why it was supposed to be like that. Did she just screw this up? No, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Yeah, we're gonna fix it. Um so I think for the most part, I would only want to participate in non-stressful collabs, like with Deb's jewelry collaboration. She give you a color. Oh, yeah, but see, now you're trying to get rid of your stuff. I don't want you getting rid of something because I didn't gave you a theme. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. But also, I don't want you to join, like if I ever do another collaboration, I want you to join a collab because it's going to be fun and not like stressful. So I don't want the collabs to be stressful on people. I want them to be fun and cool. Like I like the 10 on the 10 collaboration because she says just post on the 10th. No date, I mean no time, no anything. Just post it, and I enjoy that. We did not put a butterfly, and you know what? We didn't put no gems either. Let's see. Oh, I know what I was gonna do with this one. This one. It's like no, 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 no. So we just need a few little colors to do. So I'm gonna get out an orange color, hopefully. And so I'm gonna use my gel pen. And I think, like, how we've been talking about being influenced by other people. Every time you see someone use something, you're like, "Oh, what's that?" Especially if it's something cool and it makes it look really nice or whatever. You wanna use it. Oh, see, that's what I love about Hobby Lobby is the stamps. I'm not gonna do everyone because I'm not redrawing this flower. I want to give it a little bit of sparkle. If you have a Wink Stella pen, you could probably do this a lot faster. Or if you pull out your clear fingernail polish um, that has a little shine in it, you could do it. So the problem for me with the clearance is I feel like it. Of course, I don't have to, but I feel like I need to see what they have because they have this birdhouse stamp set, right? That I want. The thing is, I could just buy it when it's 40% off. but I think it's like 20 bucks. I look like I prefer to get it when it's cheaper. But where I live, the ladies here or the people, the crafters here, if you go there today and you see stuff on clearance, it will not be on clearance tomorrow. It will all be gone. All of it. Um, I remember they had I think a couple of years ago was the Tim Holtz. Some of the Tim Holtz stuff was clearance off. That whole section was naked. Naked. Did you hear me? Naked. All right. So can you see that shimmer a little bit? So we got the smile, sparkle, shine. You could have put a smiley face too. The cards are all a little bit quirky, a bit on the weird side. Not my normal um, quirky weird. All right, that is that. We made 6 cards today. Yeah, I hear you naked. What? So the problem with that is FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. And I think that's where crafters get it because you know that if you don't go right now, it will not be there. So we're like, oh, I missed out on the sale. So I just want to see what they have. And if I don't get anything, I don't get anything. Let's put this on here because we can't have another avalanche of stuff knocked over. The Dollar Tree, I definitely agree with. Back in the day when it was $1, I would be like, oh, I gotta go. But now I've watched a few haul videos. No, yeah, within the last month or so, and I've only been influenced to get the nautical stuff. But I mean, come on, we all know that I like nautical stuff, so that was a no-brainer. Oh yes, naked. Thank you so much, Heather. So now we're gonna move on to something else real quick. 'Cause, yeah, we got a little bit more time. I want to talk to y'all about something. And Heather mentioned this earlier about collab subscriptions. And I'm just trying to clean up my desk because if not, next Friday I'll be. And I'm not sure. Do y'all want to pick things and y'all just want to go with the flow? Like, are y'all okay with this kind of like random craft stuff, or do y'all want to be a little bit more um, scheduled? I guess is a good word for it. Um, yeah. So, like, I probably will go to Hobby Lobby today because someone posted a video yesterday about the clearance section, and I really want to see if they had those stamps. More scheduled, like for example, say, so we're working on a junk journal right now, right? A butterfly junk journal. So right now we're in the gathering phase of it. But say if we said, okay, on Friday, this Friday, we could do X, and that would be the scheduled thing that we would do for Friday versus what I like randomly what I'm doing. Like today was a random thing. We're not supposed to be making cards today. But school's out on Friday and I really wanted to make those B cards for them, but I didn't want to die cut anything because yeah, no. Hopefully that makes sense. It would just be more schedule. Like more so if you like say if we say okay, let's pick a thing and we picked, I don't know, which Friday will probably be more cards because I want to do some masculine cards. So if we said, yeah, let's do a masculine theme, and on Friday, we would do more. I'm glad you're here because Friday is Enable Friday. Oh yes, Enabling Friday. But we would do more of a specific thing. Like say if I give 3 options: watercoloring, books or die cutting, for example, and you pick watercolor, and then we do some watercolor creations. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So as you all know, I am a part of a few mailing subscriptions, right? And I like not ed I like like I like mailing subscriptions because you get something in the mail, and if you don't go on the website ahead of time, you don't know what you're getting. You just know it's going to be something some craft goodness in the mailbox, right? But lately I feel like the craft goodness has not been flowing properly. I want to talk to you about it real quick. I'm not too impressed with this latest situation that I have received in the mail. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Today is not enabling Friday. No. I so I've been with this company for a few years, and this is not the one. Where did it go? I've had two things that I didn't enjoy about it, and I can't even find it. I thought I put it at my desk. Ah, yeah. Give me 1 second, please. I like decorating envelopes. I just never do it because I don't think about it. Like I said, what I normally will do is just take the cards and throw them to the side and then frantically look for envelopes, and that's not always good. Yes, very time consuming. But what we could do, I'm gonna show you real quick what we could do. This will be the only one that's gonna be an off piece, right? What we could do really quickly, well, not real quick, because we want to take some time and do it pretty good, is if you have washi tape, which I know you do, you said you just got rid of some, you could take a strip of washi tape and put it on the back, and that could be decorated. If you have a die cut, you could die cut out an image. Or if you have stamps, you can stamp the image. And it doesn't have to be a fancy, full blown, oh my goodness, I saw fill in the blank influence craft to do it. It could be whatever you want it to be and however you want it to be, which is always better, in my opinion, than following, other people's kind of way. So if you pull like this, we're going to use butterflies because I like butterflies. They're easy. Excuse that glare. You we have our cards right here. And I think we did six, one, two, two. We only need five though. Three, five, five. Okay. And so we're gonna write Miss Teacher on the front, right? So we're gonna put that. I'm gonna have him write it on the front. So we're gonna put this here. Well, I tend to believe that people will keep something for X amount of time and then get rid of it depending on what it is, right? So if it's something they like and they can identify with as having a relationship with it, I think people tend to keep it longer. If you're a crafter, you probably keep it for forever, but not everyone is a crafter. So you see how we got those things there? Okay. And so now all we're going to do is put this here. And since we're doing a little bit of color, we're going to pull out a color um, ink. It's still distress stain, so I don't think anybody's gonna wet the card up. If they're wetting the card, then we're doing something wrong. Why they wetting the card? And I like blue, so we're gonna go with Mermaid Lagoon. No, let's not. Let's do Evergreen Bow Bow. It's still blue. It's just teal, right? So now we're gonna turn this over and ink this up a little bit. Make sure it's saturated. Coverage up. This one wasn't cleaned, so it may the wet ink may activate the black, and I'm okay with it. If it's messed up, we can always make an envelope or pull out another one, so that's not a big deal. Normally I don't treat the envelopes though. I should, but I don't. And there we go. Put our card on the inside and we're on our way. What I want to do, so funny you asked that. I want to do some watercoloring, kinda. What number is that? 3. And there you go. So what we're going to do to try to speed up this process, make sure we have it on the right side first of all. Okay. I really should only be giving like 4 his teacher something. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 3 of his teachers something. One of the teachers is kind of present but not present, I guess you would say. But you know, the big roommate was like, "Oh no, you can't do something for one of the teachers and not all of them." I'm like, "I'm only doing something for the teachers that communicated with me this school year." But I mean, he's right. How do I look teaching my son to be fair and equal? And I'm picking and choosing who I give something to. But when it's your cash flow, it's your cash flow. So the one way to get over feeling a certain kind of way about people not using the stuff or keeping the stuff that you make is think about it. Like if you sell it, when you sell it, what happens? The person you sell it to does what with it? I'm serious. Shoot. I'm serious, ma'am. I'm so serious. You got 2. I don't know why I need to make 5 cards. In my head, I needed 5 cards, but I really didn't. I guess, oh yeah, we'll do 1 for that person too. I'm glad you like the laughs. So that's 3. This is number 3 right here. And if you were giving it to a crafter, you could probably spritz it and let it run down some and give it an even cooler effect that the crafter would definitely be like, "Oh my goodness, they use Tim Holtz. Look, I think this is such a color." That's the one thing I don't like about crafters. And I try not to do it like when people send me things. I try not to dissect their work because like I said, I'm appreciative of what people send and do for me. And it's time consuming. Like even this is taking time, stamp s- stamp this image, set the image up. What if you want to do a little bit of wet coloring? You take a watercolor brush and rub it out some and give it that color. Or you could do it in black and then over stamp it again in one of the distress inks and create a two-tone effect, which we're not doing today. But if you know, if we wanted to, that would be an option. And that takes time. Like, when you see a 5-minute card video, it's not really, it didn't take that person 5 minutes, because the first thing you got to do is formulate what the heck you want to do versus not, and then you go from there. I think that sometimes we always forget the content that the person's making. Yeah, it's not easy at all. But if it's taking you 8 hours, you have to ask yourself, why is it taking me 8 hours? Am I doing every step? Am I doing all of this? This is not wanting to act right. I'll go ahead and ink it up again. Because when you think about it, it should roughly take you, if you're doing a start to finish card, stamp, die, all that other stuff, it probably should take you about 30 minutes. A basic card, not an intricate detail card. Y'all thought it was gonna have some overlay. I know if you didn't, I sure did. But it doesn't. Yay! So we got our envelopes. And if you want to have your little person, in my case, I don't. But if I did, I could have him color the things in. Yeah, I try not to overthink a lot of stuff on camera. I've already did that enough. So, now it's just go time. You got to stop throwing that stuff in the trash. So this is a thing, okay? Here it is. It's May. You may have seen other people reveal this, and you may have thought something about it. I know Wonder and Dreamer 555, she did a reveal, and I don't think I watched it to the very end, but this is the thing. Most time when you get a card kit from them, they have like go buys on the website. This one, the last time I checked, did not. And I mean, they still have beautiful stamp sizes. They're still a nice, great, amazing situation. But this is a no. Like, it's a no. Let's look at it. And this disappoints me a little bit because this is not cheap. And I understand all of the money goes into, peeling the rubber off the ties and stuff. So you get two band-aids, a butterfly. You get three butterflies that are black. So you can't even do anything with the butterflies, but pick a color and stamp with that color. This is two-tone, solid two-tone. And then you got some shading. So for example, if we were to pull this door piece out, right? And you can see they're really big stamps. So I do like this company. I like this company a lot, but yeah, I think that's why I don't want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because then it's gonna make me seem like I'm a hater. First world problems indeed. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. No, that's a me problem. No, that's a crafter problem. I think um look how big this thing is. So this is gonna cover up the whole card, right? I we're gonna stamp it out because when I saw her reveal this, I was like, is that really what we're getting? And I felt my heart drop. I think that if you ever get overwhelmed with the card, go back to the basics. Um I probably would sound like a hater, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I guess I'm a hater. I think no, I'm not gonna say it that because I'm not a hater. I think everybody that makes YouTube videos, content creators in general, deserve the love that they get. I will say this though. Not everybody is fill in the blank of the big time crafter on YouTube, right? It's huge. It's a huge stamp. It's a humongous stamp. Um, so when you see um 907 Crafty Life show her stuff and she doesn't have a stamp out, or she shows you the stamp set, and then the next thing you know it's colored up and the stamp set is a bit on the larger side, you have to be mindful. We all need to be mindful that this person is a professional crafter. They're getting paid to promote these people's um things. And even though they may say, I only show you what I like, you're still getting paid for it. So you can like it all you want, but if you're not getting something out of the deal, are you really going to showcase it? And that's what you got to be mindful of. Like you can't beat yourself up if your card takes XY, a long time to make because you are not a professional crafter. You're not on a time crunch. You're not meeting somebody's unrealistic deadline for creating cards. Say it, say it. I said it. That's it. I can be very politically correct. Okay. We're gonna do 5.5 because I don't know how big this dang stamp is. So like if you think about it, it takes roughly what 3 to 4 minutes to die cut something out. Like roughly. Oh, she got ink on her fingers. You know what that means? It's gonna be a good stamping session. I really wish I had brown at the desk, but I don't. Um, the one thing I do like about red rubber stamps is that you don't have to do a bunch to get them ready to be used. It's not photopolymer, and I don't care for photopolymer stamps that much. Yeah, so I this is what I'll tell you about cheap products, right? Everything you use can be cheap except for one thing. Does that make sense? So, if you're going to use a cheap stamp, your paper shouldn't be cheap or your dye shouldn't be cheap. I mean, your ink shouldn't be cheap because something has to offset the cheapness. So, if you go to Michael's, for example, and they have the 50 cents ink, get some good quality paper. Don't just go up in there buying a bunch of cheap stuff because eventually you're going to realize that something's wrong with the product. And usually it's not yourself. Um, it's usually one of the products that you're using. I like red rubber too, Heather. It makes me smile. And I also like, I know people don't like for this to be said, the silicone clear stamps. I think those for me work a lot better for what I want to do versus photopolymer. Because in the photopolymer, you got to do so much to make it work. Like you should have just, I don't know. That's why I'm glad those butterflies are plastic. But I have gotten a few photopolymer stamps to work, and that's why some stamps are not in my collection because she can't be stressing out over that kind of stuff. Really? So it's probably technique. If your red rubber stamps aren't coming out, then it's technique. So for red rubber, I would say use a regular black ink. Just a plain black ink should work fine. This ink I have had for a long time, has never steered me wrong. I've tried Versifine, the black one. I've tried, what's the one that starts with an M? Because everyone swears by the one that starts with an M. I can't remember the name of it, but I've tried that one, and nothing. So this was the first stamp, first impression, and it did pretty good. I just missed the door handle. So what we're gonna do is just put it back down and go for the door handle. Momenta, yes. Momenta Tuxedo Black, I think it is. Or is this Tuxedo Black? I think, yeah, Momenta Tuxedo Black. I tried that because a lot of people say, oh, I use Momenta when I want to color my images. The ink doesn't run, blah, blah, blah. That's a lie. I've tried that and it runs for me. So this door looks like the picture, only on brown paper, cream paper. All right. So again, I don't, yeah, not, it's a no for me. It's definitely the technique though. If your red rubber stamps are not coming out, it's definitely the technique. And you see, I just made this ink. I just did this out the package. Um, I inked it up twice, and this is the thing we got. Now Heather is not here, like at my desk, so y'all got to deal with my coloring because she is a great colorist. I love seeing her images. So I'm gonna pull out a few colors. I'm not sure about these. I don't like that. I don't like pre-colored stuff. It just makes it harder for me because I'm not into shading and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. If you send me a picture, you can send it to my email address and I'll take a look. I mean, I can help you as best as possible. Um, but I do think it's probably technique when it comes to certain things. Let's go with a little blue and red. That's not red, but we're gonna go with it anyway. All right. So I just have some off-brand Creative Expert alcohol-based markers. Nothing fancy about them. Just some cheap, inexpensive ones. And I tend to buy cheaper, inexpensive markers because I'm not a professional colorer. I'm just into it. Yeah, we're gonna try and see how it come out. And then we'll call it a day. Honestly, I think that if you put on a black and white picture, it would be fine to do. And that's too dark. And go from there. I always re-swatch on my paper for some reason. Should I use pencils, maybe? Do I have my pencils here with me is the question. No, I don't. Oh, I'm nervous about this. Markers not looking right. Let's see. Like I said, on the website, they didn't have anyone doing any previews of how to use this stamp set, like what it would be good for. And usually they'll use a few stamps out of it to create something. Now they have went live a few times, but I don't know if they've done anything with that. So let's see. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm gonna get my color pencils. I'll be right back. Heather, I do agree. Coloring is definitely fun, and I love it. So I can pull out a few brown colors, and let's see. I wasn't mentally prepared to color apparently because I didn't have the right material. All right, let's see. This look brown. That's purple. That is purple, madam. I don't even have my pencil sharpener here. All right, yeah, that looks. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know if this is a good. Like, if I was basing off whether or not I would want to purchase this stamp set or join their subscription box off of this stamp set, I probably wouldn't join off of this stamp set. I hope that makes sense. So I'm using some Prismacolor pencils. And I'm not coloring very heavy. Just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Trying to make sure I stay even with the pressure of the door. Yes, I agree, Chocolate City Sam. So what's for lunch, y'all? Like when I leave y'all today, I don't know what I'm eating. The reason why I don't like using coloring pencils is because it takes a long time to get coverage on your project. But I do enjoy coloring with my color pencils, if that makes any sense. So, like if I was to stamp out a Julie Nuttendall, for example, or even Jamie Doherty, I probably would just default to marker because it's quicker. You can get more coverage, you can do it faster. But in general, pencils, love them. And again, I just think that when it's just me coloring by myself and and I'm not talking to anyone, it definitely takes me to a place of childhood. And I enjoy memory lane sometimes, and sometimes not so much. But coloring, I always enjoy. I used to get mad when my crayons would get so nubby. 'Cause, back in the day, color crayons was expensive. They was like $3, $3, $4. Now you can get the cheaper ones, not Crayola brand, for 50 cents or a quarter. Whenever I go thrifting, they always have, not always, but probably a 50-50 chance they always have like bags of crayons. Listen, Heather, I'm coming. I need some curry. I would love some chicken curry. What color is the curry? The reason why I asked you that is because I went to this restaurant called Filipino Express, and they have a red curry. Now, mind you, is this the right mark color? Yeah. I had never seen red curry. I was only used to yellow curry. The way a waxy crayon feels is just disrespectful. Disrespectful chocolate. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We only use Crayola colors in the house. But my son enjoys this boy. Like if we go to Olive Garden, they have crayons. He want to keep the colors. I'm like, those colors are really just to keep you entertained until the food come. He's like, no, mommy, I want to take my crayons home. So we have, wherever they have crayons at the fast food restaurants that we go to, he has those in his coloring box as well. But my son is more like a all over the place colorer. He hasn't, developed his whole how he wants to color yet. So, but this summer we're gonna have a little Van Gogh because he will not be on electronics every day for the next 60 days. That's for sure. So, if Heather were here, I'm sure she would do this. Um, you have to check her channel out. She's great. Great, great, great. She probably could do some words, shadows. She could do shadows. I'm not doing shadows. I did just make this a little bit different color to show the flower going onto this. But overall, tell me what you think of this stamp set for this month. Are you influenced to buy this stamp set? Join this thing. I'm not sure. Hopefully next month they have a lot of images, some girls or something. Like they could have had a lady peeping her head out the door. Oh, nice. I can't make curry. I've had curry from a few places, and then my friend made some curry. The one time when I lived in Connecticut, I had curry with apples in it. Oh, I had never had that before, and let me tell you, so good, so good. I like curry in general. I guess Jamaican curry, Asian curry. I like food in general, so I'm not very good at not liking a specific kind of curry. As long as it tastes yummy, I'm here for it. All right, so we're just gonna color up these little flowers a few. I would have loved to have lived in Japan in my lifetime. Yeah, I don't think this is a very colorable situation. It's a book. It's a few books, like kids' books. All the images are in black and white except for like one thing. So if like his shoes, all the shoes are red. The tablecloth may be red or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I would color this in general because the image is grainy, not from my stamping technique, but grainy in general. You can see right here. So it's not very good in my opinion. But I think that if I just did black and white, so this may be a tone on tone situation. It's called One Friend, but if you can see, it's also grainy right there. So if I were to do that, I would probably do a tone on tone situation because you all know I am down for a good coloring anytime. But anyway, I want to say I really, really appreciate you all hanging out. You do like it. You should get the subscription in. If you like this thing, I can show you last month's subscription. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Amazing. Where did I put it? Look at this. They knew April was my birth month, so they was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this." Look at how pretty these are. You got a couch. You got some ladybugs. This big beautiful flower. This cute little owl. And I'm not into owls. You got some rain boots. You got this paintbrush and some sentiments. And that set looks like this. Look how big this owl is. It's pretty big. This, we'll probably get into this. We'll do some more stamping, but I need to stamp the images out ahead of time because I don't like the shaking at the table. Look at these shoes. Some nice stamp set. This one I would be like, oh yeah, yeah, get it, get it, get it, get it. The other one, I don't know. I have to stamp them out and see. Probably just need to stamp them out in solid colors and see what it does. See how it do. What it do, baby boo. Time is it? All right. I want to say thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. We got some stamping going on, and we made some cool, different than normal cards. Look at that shimmer on that on the flower. Yes. Do small things with great love. Yep. Two different things, same sentiment. Um, this right here, collect beautiful moments. Smile, sparkle, shine, and thanks. Yeah, I love, 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 love them. All right. I want to say thank y'all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.